Jai Hind all of you, myself DR Sonone, lecturer in physics, Defense Career Academy, Aurangabad. I hope you have seen the previous video uploaded on DCA Online Training YouTube channel, where we have uploaded the series of video on the previous year NDA NA questions. The last video was the topic that is laws of motion. So as I promised, today I come with the video on the lecture of gravitation previous year NDA NA questions. So let's start today's session. So question number 1 here, a man weighing 70 kg is coming down in a lift. If the cable of the lift breaks suddenly, the weight of the man would become. So this concept actually related with the weightlessness of the body. So first of all, you must know about the weightlessness condition. So according to the question, if we consider here is the lift and person is standing inside the lift. So knowing the weight of the person, there is a condition. If there is a weighing machine inside the lift, so condition is that weight of the person is vertically downward and normal reaction applied by the weighing machine or the surface of the lift is N. So this should be equals. So N equals to weight, that is mg, is the condition to know the weight. But here what happened? According to the question, the wire of the lift breaks. So if we consider this wire is breaks, and that wire is providing necessary normal force for the lift. If wire is break, it means normal reaction of the lift provided to the body is becomes 0. So if n is 0, we can say weight of the person becomes 0 and person will feel weightlessness. There will be the 0 weight of the person. So options are here 70 kg, 35 kg, 140 kg and 0. So answer of this question will be D, that is 0. So this is the concept related with the weightlessness of the body. So we will take the next question. The second question is the force of gravitation between two bodies of equal masses if is F. If we consider two masses and the force of attraction between them is F and masses are equal. So if each mass is doubled, keeping the distance between them unchanged, the force would be. So according to the given data, they have said if we consider a gravitational force F, we know that gravitational force is capital G, capital M1, capital M2 upon R square, where M1, M2 are the masses of the body, R is the distance between two bodies, capital G is the gravitational constant, that is universal gravitational constant, and F is the force of attraction between them. So up to this is the force F. If we consider masses are equal, it means what? M1 equals to M2. So force become capital G M square upon R square here. So this is the first equation. So in a second sentence they said if each mass is doubled, keeping the distance between them unchanged, means R is as it is, taken R as it is, but mass is double. So if we consider M dash is the mass and it is double, means twice of M. If we put that mass, before that if we take the relation between force directly proportional to mass, that is M square upon R square, this is the relation. But according to the condition, M dash equal to 2M and R dash is equals to R directly. So if we consider the new force is F dash, new force is F dash, where we can write capital G as it is. Again M is double, it means 2M square upon R is as it is, so R square. So here what happened, F dash will be G, 2 square will be 4, here will be 4, M square upon R square. So here Gm square by R square is nothing but the F, so 4 of F. So new force of gravitation will be 4 times of the original force, that is F. So answer here is a C. So 4F is the right answer. Okay. So we will take next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is, if radius of earth were to shrink by 1%, its mass remaining the same, g would decrease by. So g is the acceleration due to gravity here. They have given the condition of radius, that radius is shrink by 1%. It means del r by r equals to minus 1%. Decrease by 1%, and negative sign indicates that there is a decreasing value of radius. So here del r by r is given in the percentage form. As mass is constant, so there is no need to take a mass here, and they have asked g would decrease by nearly. So g, so find out the g, we will take the ratio del g by g. We have to find out del g by g in a percentage. So according to the relation of the formula of gravitation, gravity is nothing but the g m by r square. If you take here small r, r square, so g is inversely proportional to r square. So g is inversely proportional to r square. If you take this type of ratio, then del g upon g will be minus 2 del r upon r, right? If you take the concept of the error in the measurement, del g by g equals to minus 2 del r by r, the square in front of this del r by r. So del r by r is already given minus 1. So here del g by g is equals to minus 2, del r by r is minus 1, so here will be 2%. So if we see the options, A is 1%, B is 2%, C is 3%, and D is 4%. The answer will be B option, that is 2%. So answer will be 2% here. This concept is basically based on the simple formula of gravity and the concept from units and measurement, that is percentage error. So this question is related with the gravity force and the percentage error, mixing of two formulas. So we will take the next question, that is question number 4. The question number 4 is, the radius of moon is about 1/4 of radius of earth. Radius of the moon, if you take radius of the moon is rm, is given 1/4, 1/4 of the radius of earth. This is the first condition given here. Again, gravity is about 1/6 of the earth. So if you take gravity on the moon will be 1/6 of the gravity on earth. So after that, then ratio of mass of earth to the mass of moon is about. So they have asked mass of the earth to the mass of moon. We need to find out this ratio. We know that formula of gravity is what? Gravity is simply nothing but the g m by r square. If we apply this formula for moon as well as earth, the formula becomes, for earth it will be capital G same, mass of the earth upon radius of the earth square. Gravity for moon will be gravitational constant, mass of the moon and radius of the moon square. If you take the ratio of GE and GM, or we can say GM by GE, if you take that ratio, GM by GE equals to capital G will be cancelled. Here will be ME upon MM, ME upon MM. Sorry, here will be, if you take the reverse ratio, then it will be right GE upon GM. It will be ME upon MM into as R is inversely proportional to G, we can write here will be R M square upon R E square. So we have given here Rm 1/4 of Re. If you take the values from here, we will write here G upon Gm. G upon Gm is 1/6 here, 1/6 equals to Me upon MM into Rm upon Re. So if you take Rm upon Re ratio, so here there will be a value of 1/4. So we have to write here 1/4 square, 1/4 square. So 1 by 4 square is definitely, if you take the ratio of ME by MM, it will be 1 by 6 into, here will be a 16 upon 1. If you take this 1 by 4 square here, that will be 16 by 6. So if we see here, we will get that ratio in terms of, here will be 16 by 6 is the ratio. So if we consider this ratio is in terms of 10 or decimal 2 digits. So answer will be A here. So just write down this. We will see another questions from this topic. Just note it. So here is the fourth question. The question is, a distance of Neptune and Saturn from the Sun are nearly 10 to the power 13 meter and 10 to the power 12 meter respectively. Assuming that they are moved in a circular orbits, their periodic times would be in the ratio of. So this question is basically related with the Kepler's laws. Kepler's laws of planetary motion. So Kepler's third law of period states that time period of revolution, that square of time period of revolution directly proportional to axis, or we can say semi-major axis, the cube of semi-major axis. So T square proportional to R cube. If we consider these are the two planets, if we consider time period of Neptune is Tn square and that distance of that planet from the Sun is Rn cube. Okay. So respectively, if we consider for the Saturn, it will be Ts square proportional to Rs cube. If you take ratio of this equation, we will get Tn square upon Ts square equals to Rn cube upon Rs cube. So here in the question they have given the distance from the Sun. Distance from the Sun is Rn and Rs. Here we have given Rn is equals to 10 to the power 13 meter and Rs is given here 10 to the power 12 meter. If we put that values here, we will get Tn square is upon Ts square is equals to 10 to the power 13 upon 10 to the power 12 cube. Okay. So we multiplied, if we multiply here, we will get 10 to the power 39 and here we will get 10 to the power 36 and here is Tn square upon Ts square. So if we solve this, we will get here 10 to the power 3 only. 39 minus 36 will be 10 to the power 3 and here is the Tn square upon Ts square. If we solve further, we will get here, we want the ratio of the periods. So if you take Tn by Ts, it will be root of 10 to the power 3. So if we arrange this 10 to the power 3 as like 10 into 10 into 10, so it will be 10 root 10. So ratio of Tn by Ts will be 10 root 10. So options are given here 10, 100, 10 root 10 and 1000. So answer is option C here. So this is the simply question based on the Kepler's law, that is law of period, T square proportional to R cube. So next question is question number 5 here. Which among the following is correct value of the gravitational force of the earth acting on a body of mass 1 kg? So if we consider any planet, if there is a body of mass 1 kg, mass is given here 1 kg. We know that weight of any person is nothing but the gravitational force between the body and the earth, that is earth gravitational force. So that is equals to Wm into g. So weight of the body is nothing but the gravitational force So F equal to mg or W equals to mg is the same. So if you take mass is 1 kg and we know that gravity on the surface is 9.8. So answer will be W equals to F equals to 9.8 Newton. So that will be the force exerted by the object on the surface. So that is 9.8 Newton. Option A is correct option. Last question is question number 6. A body weighs 5 kg on equator. At the poles it is likely to weigh. So first option is 5 kg, second option is less than 5 kg but not 0. Again C option is 0 kg and D option is more than 5 kg. If we see here, there is a concept. If we know that the shape of the body is bulge on the equator, due to increase in the radius, there is decrease in the gravity at the equator. So GE is less than GP. So GP is more compared to GE. If we consider the weight, as we know that 5 kg mass never changes, it becomes 5 kg as it is. So they have given mass here. So 5 kg will remain same, mass never changes, mass remains constant everywhere. Remains constant everywhere. But if weight changes, it will be less here at the place of equator. But they have given the 5 kg mass. So it becomes 5 kg as it is on the equator. But if in the context of the weight will decrease on the equator. So these are the concepts. Very simple questions are asked in the NDA examination. So I hope you will be get benefited by this lecture. So we will come with the next video. This is enough for now. Thank you. Have a nice day.